Doesn't matter if I'm a good guy. Doesn't matter if I am a
90%
bad
of the
guy.
time you are a bad guy in the game.
Doesn't make sense in statistics. It would just be 50-50 every time. But apparently 90% of the time I'm a bad guy. And people just run with it. They're like, we can't trust Mitch ever in any game like this that we play. Hi, welcome back to misformeeple. My name's Mitch.
And I'm Morgan, and in today's video we're going to do a summary of the board games that we played this month, games that we've knocked off our shelf of shame, and share some of our favorite memories.
Yeah, so where are we starting? Stats first?
Yeah, I think we should start with stats.
Okay, let me get my phone.
So Andy from Get Gamin', another YouTube board game channel, really inspired us to start keeping track of our board game plays this year.
Inspired me. I'm the one doing all the data entry.
That's because my phone is really old and I have no space to download any more apps.
Yeah.
So I still have a S7, which it's pretty old.
Okay, so you
Mitch
ready?
has been doing a great job of keeping track of all of our plays.
I like that. So in the last 30 days, we've had a total of 60 plays. That's 38 unique games, and we played with over 20 different people.
Yes.
Yeah. The most game, like the top games we played the most, was Chicken versus Hot Dog.
Yeah,
Which,
well, that's just quick, fast-paced game. Yeah.
You obviously go fast playing Chicken versus Hot Dog.
It takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and honestly, I think 5 is on the low end. I think we probably played it.
Yeah, you probably didn't keep track of all of the times because we played so many back-to-back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fantasy Realm 3 times, and Tricarion Legends of Illusion. But yeah, those were the ones that we played the most. Is there any of those stats that you wanted me to go over? Like, you and I played 37 of those games together.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, should we talk about how we do BGA recording? Like, how we log those? Because we don't log every BGA.
We should, though.
We shouldn't, no.
We should, because I beat Mitch quite a few times in King Domino, and those aren't being recorded.
All right, I've recorded the games that we've played when we're on BGA right next to each other. I'm not going to record the ones that we're playing like truly remote.
Where we don't have enough spoons to set up the game, so we play on BGA.
Yeah, exactly. Not enough spoons. And yeah, I mean, like those ones get counted. Okay. When you don't have enough spoons. When we're just sitting on the couch and we're both on our phones.
But when we're playing, like when we're away from each other, you're not counting those.
No, you don't count those. Those are... Because I lose those. Because they're to distract me from other games that I was playing. So,
we're going to jump into the games that we knocked off of our shelf of shame this month.
Yes. How many is that? Do we have a count?
We made a pact with Dan in the Discord.
Yes. Go check the Discord out.
To play our shelves this year, which... If you've watched any of our other videos, you know we have a massive problem with buying games.
And just not playing them.
Yeah,
not playing them. I can point at probably 5 right here that aren't played.
Probably still
shrink.
Yeah. We buy games faster than we can play them. So this year, we are going to try to...
We're going to do better.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do better.
I don't want to say we'll get our shelf of shame games. I don't want to say we'll get it down to single digits. But
I mean, that might be a goal. But we're also not slowing down on purchasing. So I mean, that bar is gonna go down and go up.
Yeah. Like just today, a Kickstarter game showed up that we
didn't know was fulfilling.
Totally forgot about. So I mean, that just makes the shelf of shame grow that much faster.
Yeah. Anyways, so how many did we play from our shelf of shame?
Oh, I don't know. Since we're adding them to our board game collection online as we're like logging plays, it's hard.
It's hard to tell.
There's no way to tell because every new game that gets added, it's like, oh, that's a new play.
Okay, well, we will just hold them up in front.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want me to start going?
Yeah.
I played a lot of games because I went to Atlanta.
Yeah, Mitch had like a visit with his friend who lives in Atlanta, and he packed a bunch of board games.
So these games I'm going to talk about together because these games, I mean, they're the same game. I just played them 2 different times. We have Unmatched Legends Volume 2 and Unmatched Houdini versus Genie.
Oh, I really want to play this one. I got Mitch this for Christmas.
Oh yeah, it's good. I really enjoy it. I'm going to lay this one down. It's huge. Yeah, like that. Boom. I really enjoyed these games. And in Legends Volume 2, this one, there is Bloody Mary. And Bloody Mary is terrifying on the battlefield. If you've ever played Unmatched Legends or any Unmatched, it's just characters from all sorts of different like IPs or like folklore get thrown together to fight each other.
Yeah, it's like a big mashup or matchup.
Yeah, you're just all sorts of people. So in this one, we did Bloody Mary, and she is terrifying on the battlefield because she can be like, oh, play a card, and she's right behind you, or jump scare, or it's like she crawls out of the mirror. It's crazy. So I played that one with 4 people down in Atlanta, so that was nice to actually have a full game of Unmatched on the battlefield.
And then you played Houdini versus Genie with Dave, right?
Yeah, Houdini versus Genie with Dave, and it came down to being exhausted in this game, to where if you run out of deck, every time you go to move or you have to draw a card, you lose 2 health if you don't have cards to draw. And we both only had, I think, 1 card in our deck, and it just went, the way the turns ended up going, me playing as Houdini beat the Genie by sort of just avoiding them right at the end.
I'm excited to play Unmatched Legends because of the character you told me that's in it.
Yanunga.
She's a warrior princess, peerless hunter, leader of men, and mother of an entire nation. She has archers and a bow and arrow. Mitch and I play D&D, and my first character ever was a elf ranger, and I use, like, I'm an archer in basically any video game that I play. So I'm very excited to play with that character, because I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, when I think Dave played as her when we were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, this is going to be Morgan's go-to person and Unmatched. I thought we should have got you Robin Hood. Because that's an archer, but Yanunga being a female archer, and she's got 2 other archers with her that she can manipulate, it's pretty cool. I think when she gets hit, her special ability is she can send some of the damage to her archers or something like that.
That's cool. So, yeah, I'm excited to play both of these. I didn't play these ones yet because you took these, well, you bought this one in
I bought this one down there, yeah.
And then I got this for you for Christmas.
The Houdini versus Genie, yeah. Such a good one. Like, the artwork on the Genie and Houdini is just fantastic.
Well, you love magicians, so I knew when that one was announced that I had to get that for you.
Yeah. So that's just Unmatched, one of the games that we added to the Shelf of Shame and got rid of, or got off the Shelf of Shame right away.
Next on our list, this one is another one that we bought. Well,
we played on BGA first.
Yeah, we played it on BGA a few times. We first played it with Doolin from
that's right. I was going to say, I remember someone recommended this to us.
Yeah, Doolin taught us how to play on BGA, and we loved it. I'm undefeated in this game. I
like how Doolin won, though, because
I won.
No, towards the end of the game.
I won.
The first game?
Yes.
You didn't win the first game.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Doolin
won the first game.
No, I won, because he said that I think she's got it, and I beat both of you. I've never lost King Domino.
Jesus. Okay. But halfway through the game, he was just like, oh, I forgot to mention we're playing with such and such rules, which means if you make your 5x5 grid perfectly, you get an extra,
5 points.
Was it 5 points?
Yeah,
but
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
but
that.
I still won. I remember distinctly that I won. Because he's like, no, I think she's got this.
Okay, sure.
Stop it, I won.
No, I believe you.
Why are you arguing with me?
I'm not arguing with you, I believe you.
Don't tell the people that I lost. I know that I won.
Okay. I'm in agreement now.
Okay.
I have a bad memory.
You have a terrible memory.
I'm just letting you have it. You got it.
So we played it on BGA, and because it's such a quick game, the setup is very minimal, and there's a lot of strategy behind it too. We went to our friendly local game store, and I bought it, and then I actually taught it to my parents this weekend. Mm-hmm. So while this one we did play it before we bought it, it's still a new game that we've played. So I don't know if you can say it was on our Shelf of Shame necessarily, but it's a new game that we've played.
Yeah. It was fun.
We played the physical box version.
I haven't played physical. I've only played BGA.
Yes, but that is King Domino. You're just basically building a kingdom out of these little domino tiles, trying to connect different terrain together and connect them with crowns, which will multiply your points at the end of the game. So, very simple, very thinky. I love it. I have not lost King Domino.
All All right, next one that we knocked off the shelf of shame, or that I knocked off, because it was one of the games I took down to Atlanta. It's Dead of Winter, Crossroads game. Is that the subtitle?
Yes.
Yes. This is from Fantasy Flight. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was Plaid Hat. Fantasy Flight.
Fantasy Flight games. This is sort of like a Walking Dead type situation where people are held up in like a bunker or safe haven from zombies, and you are collectively working together to try and like go out to different locations and gather resources to complete your mission or objective for whatever that scenario may be, to where everyone might have to get like certain like so much food or survive 8 days, and the whole time you're trying to fight zombies. And like where it gets really crazy is at the start of the game, loyalty cards are dealt out, which tell you like your secret objective is to be, or what your secret objective can be. And your secret objective is either something nice that's going to help the group, or it's something very selfish that's going to hurt the group. Like, oh, go to the police station, get all the guns, or something like that. And like, let me tell you, guns are very important in this game, and we did not pay any attention to them. Like, no one was trying to like get weapons.
Why?
Because
it's a zombie game. That should be like your first goal.
Like,
is
in
to, like,
hindsight,
make sure you have a lot of weapons.
Yeah, in hindsight, that should have been our case. But our goal was to like just clear 2 locations of like their search cards. And we're like, all right, like we benefit from searching the hospital and the school, so that's where we went, where there's no weapons, Morgan. So we got screwed. Tough game. It's tough. I like it. We played it on easy and cooperative in order to beat it for the first time.
I did not play this one, but I am looking forward to playing it. I am bummed though that you forgot to take our Rodney Smith.
I didn't forget to take it.
Card.
It was not packed with me.
You mean I forgot to pack it? I'm excited to play it and play with the Rodney Smith character because I think that's really cool. The next game that we knocked off our shelf of shame was one that we recently picked up. So it wasn't on our shelf of shame for too long, but that is Starship Captain.
This wasn't a Christmas game.
No. We just got this at recess because you got a notification it was in stock.
Yeah, it was like the week after Christmas or something like that.
I think so, yeah. But this is published by CGE, and this one is pretty much like Star Trek the board game. It feels very...
Just look at the art on it.
Star Trek-y. You have all of your different like crew members that you're trying to like upgrade by giving them promotions, and each ensign is good at like specific things. So you might have like an ensign that is good at like tech, or an ensign that is good at like combat, like doing damage, or an ensign that is good at like repairs, like engineering. And then you have like your, what are the gray ones called?
Cadets.
Yeah, cadets, which are only good at like fixing the ship. But
yeah, anyone can fix the ship. That's why they make the cadets do it. You
can promote them and change them into whatever color ensign you want. And then you can give them another promotion and make them, what, like a commander or a supervisor? I forget what it's called.
It's a commander, but yeah, pretty much a supervisor.
Right, and so when you promote them to a commander, you get 2 actions with that color, or they can command like the same color ensign to do something, which is pretty cool. But you are exploring different planets in your ship, completing missions, upgrading your ship with different tech cards, defeating pirates by firing at them, and collecting artifacts into your hull, which all score you points at the end of the game.
Yeah, you won this, right?
I did.
By a lot.
I did.
It wasn't even close.
Well, the first thing I did is I bought 2 tech cards that basically upgraded my red room and my blue room.
My yellow... It gave you another blue room that let you repair.
Sorry, it basically upgraded my yellow room and my blue room, so it made those single rooms better. So your blue room is how you buy...
It's how you buy tech.
It's how you buy... Oh no, was it my blue room?
It didn't upgrade. It doesn't upgrade your blue room. It gives you a different blue room to go to.
It did give me a room.
Yeah.
But that room was significantly better than the basic one. Yeah. So like instead of using one person to repair 1 damage, I got to repair 3 damage with 1 action. And then instead of taking damage every time I fired at a pirate, I could fire at a pirate and take no damage. So that was really cool. Because my ship wasn't damaged, and I had more room in the hull to kill pirates, and I wasn't taking damage from pirates. I had a really good engine right from the beginning. And then you also have like secret objective cards that you're trying to complete. So one of mine was to complete missions that had the tech requirement. And so that effectively gave me a point for every mission, an extra point for every mission I completed that had like the blue tech symbol on it. But it's a super fun game. I definitely want to play it again.
I would like to play it again now that I know how short the game actually is.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's only 3 rounds.
Yeah, I feel like by the time I learned what strategy would be in this game, it was like, oh, I don't have enough time to implement like anything that would be good. So it's like I went completely wrong with my ship, flew to the wrong space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very fast, and you kind of have to stick to like, okay, these are the missions I want to go after, so I know I'm going to need like more, yellow ensigns or blue ensigns. So you kind of have to like, decide what you're going to do kind of early on. But it's super fun. I definitely want to play this with your brother because he loves Star Trek.
Oh my god, yeah.
And everyone, it's just cool because like the ships that you have, they're like, they're die cut. So, or they're, what is it called? Inlaid boards?
Oh, like the actual ship where your people are moving on it? It's like dual layered?
Dual layered boards, yeah. So, and when you use a person, you just slide them around into like
That's the funnest part.
It's really fun, yeah. And I like that they have different sculpts for all the different ensigns. Like there's females, there's aliens, there's males, and they're all in different poses. So it doesn't just feel like...
It's like 3 or 4 different models.
Yeah, so it's not just like you have red pieces, yellow pieces, blue pieces. Like they all kind of look a little different.
Yeah,
so.
One saluting, a couple aliens.
Yeah, a couple different female sculpts, a couple different male sculpts. So, and the mission artwork is really cool too. So... yes, it's very Star Trek-y, and it's very fun. That's Starship Captains.
Next up, Cosmic Encounter, also from Fantasy Flight Games. Cosmic Encounter is like the #1 recommended game to me by people. They're like, oh, you like that sort of like deduction type style and space. Like, you got to check out Cosmic Encounter. So, to all the people who recommended in the Discord or in the comments, I finally played it. I got it for Christmas, right?
Yeah, I got it for Christmas. So again, it hasn't been on our shelf machine that long, but we did play it.
So I was very excited to play this game. It was hyped up, and I was a little disappointed. I played it only at 3 players, and if you look anything up about this game online, this 3 player is not an ideal player count.
It only plays up to 5 though.
I know, but like 4 or 5 is way better. Three players. So in this game, your objective is to just essentially colonize 5 planets that aren't your own. And you're doing this by each turn having a cosmic encounter or invading someone's planet. And when you have that invading process, you're allowed to open it up to all the other players for like negotiations. Like, oh, if you'll help me invade, like you can put like a ship on that planet as well. So with only 3 players... like we were just kind of ganging up on the defender, and it was just all right. Like I liked it, but I would like to play it at 4 and 5.
Okay. Like, I also got you the 2 expansions, which from what I read online were like the ones that like make the game so much better. Like the one adds like a really good mechanic to the game, and the other one adds like the best aliens in the game. So I would like to play that. We'll probably have to play it once by itself, and then we'll play it with the expansions.
Yeah, the aliens in the game are like what drastically swing the game, because it's asymmetrical player powers.
And there's so many of them,
right? There's just like 52 or 100 or something.
Just the base game, without even adding expansions.
To where it's crazy. Like, a lot of them are overpowered, but they have cards that it's like, oh, yeah, if you draw this card, you're going to play with, like, these 5 alien races. So it's like they have, like, presets to where I guess it's supposed to be balanced. I'm not quite sure. But it's crazy to where you can be like, oh, yeah, my power is, like, I just get to choose. I can switch our combat cards when we're, like, having an invasion. And that one's brutal. I think that's the one with the person on the box. Yeah, the sorcerer race does that. But It's good. I like it. I just want to play it with more people because I know it'll be a game that will like make my like top list at some point.
I was really jealous that he took this one to Atlanta to play because I really wanted to play it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to play it yet, so we need
I gotta play it at 4.
Yeah.
Because I see the potential.
It does seem like it would play better with more people because of the different asymmetric.
It's not even asymmetric. It's just the negotiations. Because once one person makes a successful negotiation, it's now 2-on-1. You know, to where if there's 4 people, you know,
it's a little bit more evenly.
You can make the negotiations 2-on-2. But if when it goes to 5 players, I want to see how that works out because a person could just sit back and wait and see how negotiations go.
I can see how that would work because even like Moonrakers at 3 you don't have that much.
Moonrakers at 3 is good because it's like no one's helping the person in the lead. You know, everyone's like, oh yeah, don't help that person, they're closer to winning. But in this, you don't have an option who you choose to attack. A card is just flipped over through a Destiny deck, and it's like, oh, you're attacking this player. So immediately you just start negotiating with the other person. Be like, hey, let's mess this guy up. It's good.
But you gotta play it with.
You gotta play it with 4. I haven't played it with 4, but I feel like it shouldn't be a 3-player game.
It should be 4, like minimum 4 players.
Yeah. Cosmic Encounter.
We kind of already sort of talked about this one, but that is chicken versus hot dog, which we got a couple months ago.
I think shortly after like Thanksgiving. So yeah.
Yeah, so we got this primarily to play with your nephews.
Yeah, they were always doing that bottle flip thing, you know?
Yeah, and that's basically what this game is. You are flipping these ridiculous rubber hot dog and chicken, and you're trying to flip them in different ways in order to flip over your team's cards, right? In order to build your hot dog or chicken.
I think each team has like 5 or 6 cards that like show their character.
Yeah.
And when you get a point, you just get to flip one of those cards.
So these rubber things have like suction cups on the bottom. So you like a single flip is you flip it in the air, and if the suction cup successfully grasps onto the surface where you're playing, then you've completed your flip. And if not, then you lose. Sometimes you get multiple attempts depending on like how difficult that card is. Because one might be like, oh, try to flip with your non-dominant hand, or spin around in a circle 5 times and then try to flip, or flip from 5 feet away, or, do a double flip. So there's all kinds of crazy cards and challenges that you're trying to attempt to do with these rubber chicken and hot dog. And it's really silly and really fun. A lot more difficult than you would think.
Yeah, it's way harder than I thought.
Yeah. Like, even nailing some of the single flips takes a little bit of time.
I feel like the chicken is easier to flip than the hot dog.
Yes, I agree. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just our box. But I think the chicken is significantly
I think it's because the chicken is, like, bottom heavy. It's got, like, a thicker base.
Yeah, like, the shape is a little bit more, like, aerodynamic or something. I don't know. But it's silly, and it is really fun when you do successfully nail a flip that was particularly challenging. Like, if you do spin around and then you nail it, you're like, yes! That was awesome! Yeah. That was amazing! It doesn't happen very often, but when it does...
That's what makes it amazing.
It does, yeah.
When you got to do a double spin or something like that, or a double flip where it rotates twice and then that lands,
you're like, oh, it's so satisfying.
Yeah. Especially if it's going real fast.
Oh, and there's also like a betting element, right? Because you bet how like on a series of 1 to 4.
1 to 4, yeah.
You're betting how many cards the loser will have to flip, or the winner will flip over.
No, we played wrong.
We did?
Yeah. You're just betting to see who will take the challenge.
Oh, right. And then you only flip over 1. Yeah. But yeah, you bet like if you put down a 4, you're pretty confident that like you can flip it. But if you put down a 1, you're like, oh, that seems difficult. And whoever has the highest number, then they win the betting phase and they get to complete the challenge. But if they fail it, don't you get to...
If they fail it, if whoever fails the challenge, the opposing team gets to flip over one of the cards.
Right. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it's silly. It takes like, I don't know, not even 5 minutes to play.
That's why we played it the most.
Yeah, it's just a silly game. There's practically no setup. You're just flipping cards over and tossing these things. Would not recommend playing it in a room that has a lot of breakables.
Or chandelier.
Yep, or a chandelier. Definitely make sure table's clear and there's, nothing in the room that can get broken. Because sometimes they do flip a little quick.
Mm-hmm.
It can go flying if you're not careful. So
get a bad bounce.
Yeah. But anyways, that is chicken versus hot dog. A very fun game, particularly if you have kids. It's very entertaining. Nice filler game. So, chicken versus hot dog.
All right, the last game we knocked off the Shelf of Shame is Tricarion Legends of Illusion from Mind Clash Games. And this was a surprise for Christmas. Like,
yes.
I didn't know I was getting this one. I almost bought it at one point. And I was like, it's very heavy of a euro.
Yeah.
It's like 4.4 on BGA.
Mitch loves magicians. So.
Yeah, but I love that era.
I know, of magicians.
Like, yeah. Like, I don't know, like 18th or 19th century, like, magicians. To where, like... 19th century, yeah. To where magicians in this game, everyone's a different magician who is using their workers, their like apprentices, assistants, to send them to like the market to get supplies to build a trick, or they're going downtown to get money to buy new tricks to learn to perform on a stage. And like, I love this game. It's fantastic. Like, the whole goal of the game is become the most like famous magician. The way you do that is by performing tricks. And it's like, so it's just like a whole cycle of like, in order to do the good tricks, I have to get the better resources. So to get the better resources, I got to do like grander tricks to get more money for that instead. It's like a whole cycle. It's fantastic. But I loved playing it because I did a strategy of going like bankrupt at the beginning, like right away. So that way I wouldn't have to pay my employees, my workers, my assistant. So it's like I went bankrupt, I went like infamous, and eventually paid my people, and I didn't win the game, but it was it was just fun time. I really want to like show you how to play this game. I think you'd like it too.
Well, that's a good segue into what we want to talk about now, which is some of our favorite memories from the month.
Yeah, obviously this would be one of my favorite memories.
Yeah, you played it 3 times.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that Mitch liked it, because
it was a
when
great
I bought
gift.
it, I was like, Mitch is either gonna love this game or he's gonna hate magicians forever.
No. It was a very good buy. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm also jealous that I did not get to play that one, because he took that to Atlanta too. But
yeah, you get a magician's playbook in it to like flip through the different tricks.
No, it sounds really cool.
It is really cool.
And I will definitely need to play it. I really wanted to play it with you.
I'm sure I'll talk about it in like 5 other videos this year.
Yeah.
Like, I like it that much.
So that was one of your favorite memories, was playing Tricarion, right?
Specifically going bankrupt in Tricarion to not pay my people, so that way I can get the better tricks early and like build towards that. That was my memory.
Gotta start doing like Tricarion strategy tips or something.
I've played it 3 times. Like, I don't know enough about it to do that. I still have to play with the expansion that comes with the game, the Dark Alley, which just adds like a couple more rounds and a whole new mechanic on how to play the game.
Okay. So one of my favorite memories, we have several, so we'll just kind of go back and forth.
Okay. Yeah.
One of my favorite memories was not this past Christmas, but last Christmas, I bought my baka, which I'm Croatian, and baka means grandma in Croatian. I bought my baka Calico, because she loves cats and she loves puzzles, and she sews quilts. So it was like 3 of her favorite things in a board game.
The trifecta.
So I bought her that, and we've been kind of trying to play it like through like the past year, and every time we would have an opportunity to play it, we'd end up working on a puzzle instead, or like the timing just wouldn't work. So I finally got to play Calico with her. And it was really fun. It was definitely way more thingy than I thought it would be. Kind of hurts your brain a little bit. But what was really cool is that she really enjoyed playing it. And now every time we're over there, she was like, oh, we should play that game again. And it's just kind of like a thing that we can do together.
Yeah.
And it was really nice.
Like, to share a board game with your grandma.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome. And the fact that, like, the last time you were over there, she wanted to play it again, too.
Yeah.
Like, that means she liked it.
Yeah. It was just really nice. My mom played it with us, too, and it was just kind of a really nice moment. I'm glad that we, got to play it together.
Yeah.
So, And I'm glad that she liked it. So that was one of my favorite memories. Do you have another one to share?
Another memory I wanted to share was we recently got to like reconnect with some of my cousins through board games. Like Carrie and Steve like watched our channel and they're like, "Oh, you guys like board games? Like let's play some board games." So we played, what was it? We let them borrow Parks. And that was really cool.
Yeah.
Because they really enjoyed Parks
Yeah,
and they're really good at it.
Yes. Oh my God, they're very good at it.
Yeah, like very like analytical on how the points were going.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. The fact that we were able to like share that with them, and then we played Azul.
We played Azul, and they loved Azul to where
But it can't beat me in Azul. Nope.
They even bought their own copy,
Right?
and I think they bought Parks too. We played Strike with them. We played Mountain Goats.
Yeah.
What else
So
did
I
we
mean,
play?
just the fact that like board games are like bringing like families closer together. Like you got to share a moment with your baka and
and we got to reconnect with your cousins, and like that might be starting to be like more of a regular thing now.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. Yeah,
because we had like that cousins get together with
and then we played Galapagos, and we played Ready Set Bet, and we played Monikers. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Another memory for me this month is for a long time we've been wanting to play Moonshine Empire with my dad because we thought he would enjoy the theme of Moonshine Empire. But it only plays up to 4. So it's like we never had like a good opportunity to play it with him because it is a longer game.
I know. Anytime we play with your dad, we're playing with like 8 people.
Right. There's never like a good like opportunity. So my brother was in town, and I think my mom was busy, and so it was just my brother and my dad were at home and they weren't doing anything. So we decided to come over and we got to play Moonshine Empire with them, and it was really really fun. I think it took a little bit to get going, but they really enjoyed it. And like the whole next day, my dad and my brother just kept talking about the game, and it was just really cool to get to play that.
Jesse was talking about the game the next day. I didn't know that. That's nice.
Because my brother won, and so that always helps when you win the board game.
It does make you feel like, oh, I can't wait to play that again and like whoop some ass.
It was just cool to see them kind of like that moment when you realize that they like the game, and they're starting to pick up on the strategy, and I don't know. It was just really cool that we finally got to play that with them, and that they enjoyed it was, kind of a good moment. Another example of how board games are like helping families reconnect and like you make good memories and you spend quality time together.
I like when we introduce games to someone, like a game like we've played a handful of times, and then like they like introduce us to like new strategies or new ways to look at it. It's just like, oh yeah, like. I didn't think I was dumb, but like that's way smarter than anything I was ever like planning on doing in this game.
Like when we played Parks with Steve. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't think about doing that.
I know Jesse even did some stuff in Moonshine Empire to where I was like, I don't know why he's doing that. And then I think 2 rounds later, I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Do you have another memory?
I want to say there was like a catchphrase that we were saying down in Atlanta.
Anti-visualize?
Jesus Christ. That's a memory for you. I mean, if I haven't talked about it before on the channel, Morgan and all of my friends have the anti-Mitch Alliance. It's just to stop me from winning any game at all cost. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
There is a reason.
All right, the reason is like apparently I win in some offhanded way. And what does that even mean?
Like you win because you've like didn't say a certain rule.
I explain all the rules clearly.
And you're like, oh, well, at the end of the game you score, and I scored an extra 5 points for this. And you're like, when did you say that? And you're like, oh, I said that at the beginning. We're like, did you? None of us remember that rule.
I've never once intentionally done that. I may have accidentally done it.
Okay, but it's been several times.
No. Because I know for a fact people just stop listening to me when I'm explaining some of the rules. I was like, well, this is on you. To not know how this scores, because I read it out loud for everyone. Getting heated about this. This is bad memory.
Whenever we play like a hidden traitor game too, Mitch is such a good liar that he usually always wins being the spy or the bad guy.
Anytime that's not true either. Anytime we play those games, there's this like pre-written narrative that Mitch is just gonna be a bad guy in the game. Doesn't matter if I'm a good guy. Doesn't matter if I am a bad guy. 90% of the time you are a bad guy in the game. Doesn't make sense in statistics. It would just be 50-50 every time. All right, you don't know. But apparently 90% of the time I'm a bad guy. and people just run with it. They're like, we can't trust Mitch ever in any game like this that we play.
Anyways, I feel like I do beat you more now than I did when we first started getting in the hobby, though.
I have a higher win percentage than you this month.
That's because you played board games separately from me.
You gotta get your numbers up there, Morgan. That's on you. I actually do think a lot of my losses, though, come from playing with you.
Yeah.
Because I won a lot of games.
With the Unmatched Legends.
Jesus Christ.
All of my companions or fellow members let me down, but I beat Mitch in King Domino.
Right, I was playing Trick Carry On in person and you in King Domino, and I was crushing it in Trick Carry On. In King Domino, the one game we played, you came back at the end where I was like, how the hell did she score 35 points just now?
That's right. The last favorite, well, it's not a favorite because I've had several memories this month, but the last one I want to talk about is while Mitch was in Atlanta, I decided to have a game night of my own, and I hung out with my future in-laws. I packed up all the board games and went over and we played Doodle Dash because my nephew really likes that game, so we played Doodle Dash with them. And then we played New York Slice, and then we played 2 rounds of Space Base. We had to play a second round of Space Base because everyone was mad that I beat them by a lot.
Because you don't play Space Base right.
Listen,
like you play
the whole point of Space Base is to be the first person to get 40 rockets. So why wouldn't you, from the very beginning, just grab the rocket cards? That's the fastest way to win. And you're just mad that all of your little cubes and your little power-ups take forever to pan up.
That's how the game's intended to be played, Morgan.
When I'm just like, this ship,
not a race.
This ship gets me a rocket. Until my whole board, 1 through 12, is filled with rocket cards. And then on every turn, I'm scoring victory points. That's how it works, all right? I'm sorry. It's a foolproof strategy. I've taught that to your sister, and she won. I taught that to your brother, and he won. Listen, that's how you're supposed to play Space.
I will play Space Base with my brother because me and him play very similar.
Who has lost every single time.
The last time he played, didn't he just like not have any points or something like that?
He had 0 points, but his ship was very well built. He just, we all got to 40 way, way, way quicker. But yeah, Space Base, super fun if you just go for rockets.
So you want to know where you can make a fantastic memory of playing board games? In Las Vegas at the World Series board gaming. Use our discount link down below. M is for Meeple, and go to the World Series board game. Get yourself a ring and or bracelet. We don't know.
I think it's a bracelet. Nobody has mentioned a bracelet.
I'm telling you. I saw on their website.
The Dice Tower said ring.
So if you liked what you saw, click the thumbs up button. Click subscribe and the bell to get notified when we release new videos, which we try to do new videos every week. Join us down in the Discord at the BG Hub. Yep. Right? We're chatting with all kinds of people there.
And we share our Discord with 2 Sheep, 1 Wheat, Second Start of the Left, and Lobby of Hobbies. Yeah. All awesome fellow board game YouTubers. Definitely check them out. Join the chat. You can, get BGA games going, So it's a fun time we're having over there. And let us know what some of your favorite board game memories were from this month. We are going to try to do these monthly because one of our New Year's resolutions is to really reduce the amount of games that are on our shelf of shame. There's a lot. It's getting out of hand. So yeah, we're gonna try to work on that a little bit. And so these monthly kind of recap videos are just gonna be we'll give you our total plays of what we played that month, but then we're going to mostly just talk about the games that were new to us, games that from our shelf of shame. So hopefully we can stick with it. We have quite a few to get through. We do. So, oh my gosh. Just slow down on the buying and then that's not going to happen. We gotta speed up the plan. We gotta speed up the plan. Speed up the plan. Yeah. But my name's Mitch. And I'm Morgan. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye. Why does it gotta be red? This is Valentine's Day, baby. Okay, next up. I guess it doesn't matter. And this is by... Yeah, you put the box lid on wrong this time. It's alright, it wasn't me. I'm not the only one who does it. Mitch is also guilty. The next memory I want to share from the month that
We connected. Nope, I don't want to say that. This is just a weird way to start. How did you start yours? I don't remember anything specific. I just remembered I enjoyed that moment.
Okay, well, why don't you say that?
I enjoyed sharing Tricarion with my friends.
You said Tricarion already?
I enjoyed sharing Mystic Veil with my friends. Thank you for watching. My name's Mitch.
And I'm Morgan. Wait, no, you that up.
Yeah.
I say that line.
Yeah, all right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for watching. My name's Mitch.